Welcome back to another
mini-sode.
Boop boop. I'm speaking into the mic. That's down here, and there's one over here.
This mini episode is not recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Not yet.
Never.
Oh, would you do that?
No.
Why not? That'd be fun. Interact with the audience.
I'd be like, get away.
Oh. Wow.
That's what I think of people.
Okay.
So.
What if it was horror related?
Okay, then I'll do it.
There you go. See.
If we could do an episode of Horrormonger, that'd be great.
I don't know if I would want to do that.
I think if we did a movie themed episode, that'd be a good place to do it.
Okay.
I mean, why not? They've let other podcasts be there before. I mean, they don't have the followers we do, but they're not as fun as us. And we'd let the owners be on the podcast, as long as they don't say much.
You're on here, but shh.
Oh wait, your mic's not plugged in. My bad.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Hi, my name's shh. Okay. Anyways, no, I would never do that. I see people do that on podcasts, and it irritates me. So Brian, for this mini episode, Brian is going to be talking about.
I wanted to speak on Antarctica.
Take it away.
I like Antarctica, and I thought I saw a reel, and I wish I would have paid more attention because it was what inspired me to talk about this, but I didn't fully pay attention to what they were saying. And I was like, you're right. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about Antarctica, and ever since I saw AVP, which was an expedition to Antarctica, because they saw that energy bloom, and there's an ancient temple down there, and that's where the eggs were, and then the predators came down, and then that's where they had the little battles. And I was like, what is being hidden? Do we have aliens? Are there Xenos in Antarctica?
Maybe.
Do the predators come here to battle and prove themselves?
Maybe. In
Antarctica? Is it the end of the world? Is it an ice shelf? Is it its own? Is that the ice wall?
Is it a portal?
Is it? And that's what keeps winter from coming. We don't know.
Does Anna Winters go there?
Yes, she does. That was part of the deal. So I just wanted to look. I just did a simple search of. Oh crap! That's the other one. There we go. Because one of the things I wanted to learn about. Okay, so here it's 7 conspiracy theories.
Ooh, 7.
7 about Antarctica.
Okay, I want to hear this.
First one. Hitler had a secret base in Antarctica.
Okay.
Now it says that there was a German expedition to Antarctica.
Did you say a fat German?
A fact.
Oh, okay. my hearing. I'm sorry, my hearing.
It is a fact that
Hitler had a fat German.
A fat German scientist
who is dead now.
They did an expedition in Antarctica between 1938 and 1939, just before the start of the Second World War.
Okay.
And the trip was not to establish a military base, but there to try and secure future whaling activity. Right. So the thing is, it's like the Germans went there, but they weren't there for, quote, military. They were there for whaling. They were there for legitimate reasons, people.
Quote unquote whaling.
No. It's legitimate. They just wanted to see the whales.
Yeah, right.
And how they act around Antarctica. And the cherry on the cake, for those that believe this theory, was when the United States sent a large fleet to Antarctica between 46 and 47, when 3 nuclear bombs were set off later in 1958.
Wow.
We did a nuclear test in Antarctica, looks like in 1958.
Wow.
But now the many documents have been declassified. We know that these were training exercises in case there was a war with the Soviet Union, and not the U.S. destroying a secret Nazi base there. So, the theory was that Hitler and the Nazis, and a fat Nazi, went there to set up a secret Nazi base, probably to find out if there's Xenos and eggs.
Yes.
We went there and said, not today, fat boy.
Yes.
And we dropped a fat boy on Antarctica. You like how I did that?
While eating a fatty.
While eating a fat. And then said that, yeah, we said, no, we're going to classify it all. And we just went there to fight the Soviets in Antarctica. Not New Mexico, where they were dropping bombs, allegedly, even though the cameras never were affected by the nuclear blast.
Yeah, right?
When someone showed that video, I was like, wait, The camera didn't move at all, but the
Nothing.
building right there got destroyed. Almost like it's a model.
Funny how that works.
That's very interesting. Like, maybe we didn't drop some nuclear bombs after all, because, you know, the radiation would have been, like...
Disintegrate everything?
Yeah, so that was the first conspiracy, is that the Nazis had a fat base. Maybe that's where they made red dye 40 and yellow dye number 5 and all this stuff, whatever.
Could be, because, you know, they found Nazi housing in Chile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
They were everywhere.
a lot of the Nazis fled from Germany to
Yeah.
Chile. So, who knows?
I think they went to Area 51 and they went to South America, Argentina, Chile. Chile. But number 2, conspiracy 2, there are
Okay.
UFOs in Antarctica.
Yes.
This seems to be one of the ones that most people are like that. They just say,
They're like, yeah.
yes, there are some alien-looking objects appearing on Google Maps.
Have you seen those pictures?
I did not.
Oh my
The
god.
photos and videos are often accompanied by compelling stories which make it easy to believe. A video from the popular channel Secure Team 10, which claimed to show an alien ship crash landing. Again, the Predator ship came here,
Yeah.
crashed. Well, it just landed, but you know they're not good drivers. They can't see much with those helmets and all the dreads. And so the alien ship was there while they went in down to the temple to fight. You know, because to fight the aliens, and they had scientists down there that would get impregnated by the eggs, and then
Ew.
and then the battle would go, and then the nuclear blasts were the few predators that didn't survive, and they had to go that on the arm and then blow themselves up so that the queen wouldn't escape and we would all be under Xeno rule. Do you believe in any of that stuff?
That is conspiracy number 8, right?
No, it's not conspiracy.
Oh.
This UFO thing just showed that. They just said it in a different way.
Look, the photos remind me of Megatron from Optimus Prime, like frozen in the ice mountains, quote unquote.
Wait, Megatron and Optimus Prime are 2 different Transformers.
Right, Megatron is the bad one.
He's the Decepticon.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on your point of view. He's just misunderstood.
So, you know how he was frozen? He was like a frozen block?
Yeah.
In one of the images, when I saw it, I was like, dude, that's Megatron. So,
okay.
So that's what it looks like. It just looks like some being like screaming, frozen, and it looked very demonic. But nowadays, who knows if those are even real photos?
And the third one, that's weird.
You're just gonna brush that off?
No, I like that you brought that up.
Okay.
I didn't know what else to say. I had my theory, you had yours. You saw Megatron screaming in the ice.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3. Well, it's a mini. I don't want to take too long on each one.
Hurry up. No.
Antarctica's lost civilization. There's claims that Antarctica was once home to a pre-modern civilization that could be the mythical city of Atlantis. Again, because Atlantis was everywhere.
Yeah.
And they have like a little picture here. There's a little like rounded off area, the Mott and Bailey Castle that could be there.
Oh. Okay.
The basis for this claim is from 1513. Which appears to show the Arctic continent before it froze over, and theory even made national news. And this is, I kind of can get behind this because I think that all the continents at one point were kind of connected.
Oh, yeah.
So they weren't frozen. And so if there was a civilization there and the continent split and broke off, drifted down to the south, then froze over because, you know, it's on the South Pole. This could be very likely that a civilization was on the continent and then froze out because they couldn't survive.
Yeah.
In the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s, they can't leave. So,
yeah.
Do you believe it could be Atlantis?
Maybe.
Oh, that's very definitive.
You know what? You have to be very careful. I don't want people showing up at my door with these. If I say, yes, it is Atlantis, I have a feeling, I've seen photos.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, if they'll never tell us if they do, people will die.
I don't know why that...
Because they always hide that.
This is one I don't know why it would be a big deal if they came out and said, yeah, this was probably the lost city of Atlantis, because it's just people that were living there. It's.
I don't know. People always assume it with treasures. Finding treasures. Like people, even like historical things, like people are very secretive about that.
Yeah.
Even with like hieroglyphics and stuff like that. I mean, like, have you seen those videos of people that want to go to Egypt and they want to see the pyramids? They don't allow them to see certain sides of the pyramids, and it's like, what are you hiding? It's a natural, supposedly quote unquote built naturally, you know. So that's why I say I don't know. It could be
Okay.
because there's always some kind of dark.
Well, and that would make sense as to why no one can claim Greenland or Antarctica. No one can go there. You can't get within a certain amount of mileage.
You can't have photos, no recordings, no phones. It's a little sus. It's a little
suspect. I'll
Like
say
these
the word.
kids say.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Sus. I'm trying to be hip, Brian.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Trying to get some more viewership.
Now that you've turned
here.
40, you can't. It's just...
What the fuck? What the? Anyways, number 4.
Number 4.
Big 4-0.
That's funny. Antarctica has a secret passage to the Hollow Earth. This was the next one.
I strongly believe that.
The only way to get inside is via that hole, that mysterious hole.
Who's that hole? La 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 la.
The only way to get into Hollow Earth is right up Earth's ass. That's the only thing. That's the only way you can get up there.
You know what? That is. I hate to say it, but I believe that more. Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's why my other tab was open because I was like, I forget Hollow Earth, and now it's because I'm not on the internet connected. It went off. But yeah, Hollow Earth. It's because they're like, well, science disproves Hollow Earth. Is like, did they? And which scientist? And was it government controlled? You know, and were they calling from a walkie-talkie? No. Sorry. Did I catch a niner in there? Were you calling?
It was a cup with a string.
Yeah. But if science has said so, then I guess we just should shut this down.
Oh yeah.
But Hollow Earth, I don't know. I've never looked into Hollow Earth enough to know what I feel about it. But it would be fascinating to know if there was something down there that obviously they don't want us to find that goes into the Earth. And maybe there are minerals and stuff that would be very valuable to us that we don't have. They're not going to give us access to. Maybe there's technology in there that they don't want us having access to.
Yeah. What if there's the Fountain of Youth there?
Well, the Fountain of Youth is just adrenochrome, but they've already found that. It's baby blood, but
they're running out of babies, Brian.
Oh no, there's plenty of those. Trust me. Just go to Europe, Africa, just collect them. They shoot them out 6 and 7 at a time. Maybe that's why they want the Islam community to survive.
You're right.
They pop out a lot of babies.
But
Conspiracy
they stay
solved.
together.
Oh, that'll change. But anyway, we're talking about Antarctica.
Okay.
But so it's fascinating. I was thinking about materials for weapons.
Yeah.
AI. Because they need certain materials for the data centers and stuff like that. Surveillance centers. Did you hear about the amount of heat they generate too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And our electric bill already keeps going up. They keep increasing the price.
Well,
not only that, there's no water. There's no fucking water.
That is why my prediction, this monsoon, this El Nino that's coming, is they're going to unlock the weather, and we're going to see one of the rainiest monsoons we've seen.
They've been saying
I already have a bet at work. I forget what the bet is now.
How do they know? Because it's controlled.
Well, El Nino is also because, again, the oceans water temperatures are rising from beneath because of tectonic activity. And it's raised the temperature of the currents so much that it's causing the weather shift as far as that moisture. And there's basically a huge tidal wave of El Nino racing toward the west coast. And that's why they predict it. But I'm thinking they're just going to turn off the little blockers like they did with Iran when they shot down that radar system. And suddenly it was pouring cats and dogs in the Middle East, which they did.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you're going to see that here.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to fill the reservoirs up. They're going to fill, what's the Hoover Dam? Was it Lake Powell? They're going to fill that bad boy back up. You're going to see in the next couple of years, we're going to get a shit ton of snow and rain.
Just for the
surveillance center. But anyway, that's not Antarctica. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's reality. Okay, there are secret pyramids in Antarctica.
I've seen those photos too.
Speaking of pyramids, that was
But they're saying they're like gods, portals for demons or gods, not good ones.
To me, it would make sense to go back to the civilization because if the continents were together, there was a sense of civilization there, and they created temples and pyramids. And then it breaks off and then freezes. To me, that's the easiest one for me, because obviously people lived on the continent before it split and froze. And again, unless you're talking the predators, they came down and they just built this. It's a proving ground.
We built this city.
We built this
city on aliens and predators.
The backs of slaves. But anyway.
That's not true.
Yeah. Our Antarctica is guarded by the military.
Yes.
That's not a conspiracy.
Why that is a known fact. All the videos that I've seen of people are like, put the phone down. You're being arrested. This might be... I'm posing this question because our listeners or viewers will probably answer this. But Antarctica is full of snow and ice, right?
Pretty much.
Then how come the videos that have been able to be leaked show green land? And that's why they don't want anyone to post videos. Or, it's such a preservation that they say that quote unquote people who go visit, which I don't think people go visit Antarctica. They must be taking it somewhere else, or I don't know. They make them wear special boots, so no materials go in to that land.
Wonder why?
They say it's for the safety of the penguins.
Yeah. But
penguins don't live on Greenland.
No.
So.
Yeah, it's.
Why is it green?
Yeah, because this is saying...
Why is there no ice or snow?
That's why it's guarded. Mm-hmm. And it says it promotes peace and specifically prohibits any military activity in the region. However, it does allow countries to use military personnel and equipment in the region. So you're not allowed to have the military, but you can have the military.
Yeah.
Because it says, for example, the United States uses its Air Force to supply its research bases in Antarctica. Research bases. Mm-hmm. So now they're saying they have the military in Antarctica, but the theory is that it's guarded by the military, but there's no military for peace and the environment. Right. But we resupply our research bases by the military, and bases from a supply base in New Zealand. So they come out of New Zealand. This is why sometimes you'll see photos of military personnel or equipment in Antarctica, not because it's guarded, because they're just supplying their base. So basically that means anybody can just go visit. If it's not owned by anybody, if it's open land, and it's not guarded, and you can go do anything you want, why can't you just go there? Why can't expeditions go there? Because there's military bases there doing experiments.
I was like, it's not public. You're not allowed to go there.
It's like, again,
it contradicts.
It's another one of those things. They think we're stupid.
Yes.
And because we can't, you and I couldn't go there. People have to have an extraordinary amount of money to go to Antarctica. And so they know people are. It's, to me, when we talk, I should have thought about this when we talked about Area 51. To me, I think Area 51 is the misdirection to something like Antarctica, where everything is actually going on. I think if there's alien tech, it's there. If there's a hollow earth, it's there. If there is ancient civilization and bioweapons and everything, it's there.
Yeah.
I think Area 51 is just a show.
Like a front?
Yeah. It's maybe that's the trafficking hub. Maybe that's where all the kids go. Maybe that's where the adrenochrome's made. Maybe that's it. I think of those things.
Yeah.
Because the last one, which is fascinating, we all know this theory, Antarctica doesn't exist. It's just an ice wall. You see that picture of the globe where there's a wall within a planet, and all our continents are just in the middle of it on a giant super planet.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't want us to go there and find anything, because they don't want us to go beyond the wall. Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Someone got it.
That is a very interesting theory.
Which would make a flat earther correct even if it's still on a globe.
Yeah.
Because our section of it would still be flat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing, is just everyone's so against the flat earthers. Like, they always roll their eyes. They're like, the earth is not flat. And on top of that, discovering what really is the truth. We'll never know. I see, that's the hardest one for me, because again, anything flat earth is hard for me because of travel. Because if it's flat, you can't take a flight from China to the United States and just be over ocean. I mean, you'd have to come this way. You couldn't go that, because there's nothing there. You'd hit the ice wall. So to me, there has to be, and then does that mean every single launch and photo and video that's ever been taken in and around space is false? Yes. So where are the satellites? There are no satellites. So how are we getting all this? It's made up, Brian. Okay. It's made up. It is fed to us by the higher beings, by Elon Musk.
You think he's a
and
higher
his
being?
higher being. I think he's a time traveler. I think he's an alien.
You know who's a time traveler?
Baron?
Baron fucking
Baron
Trump.
Yeah.
From the book in the 1800s.
Yeah.
In which he's a time traveler.
Yeah, I really do. I'm no joke. I saw recently a photo of Fauci and Bill Gates next to each other, and I was like, these people look like aliens. They look like, I call them demons because they're just so evil looking. But I'm like, these people are aliens. And Elon Musk, either he's an alien or a robot. Okay,
Yeah,
he's got that look to him.
They made him.
Yeah.
And did you see the one where
it's like I could go like this on his face and like.
You see the Epstein with the facial recognition and the $20 bill? Andrew
Yeah.
Jackson, how all the facial features light up.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah.
But I saw that clip and they were like showing all this, our wonderful celebrities from today and their obvious doppelgangers from 200 years ago, 500 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, all these even like people like Leonardo DiCaprio, all the people that are in the elite class today.
I think Jimmy Kimmel was on there too. Yeah. It's like someone from like the 1500s. You know, it's all mysterious. And I don't know about the flat earth. I don't know much about it. Do I care? Not really.
It doesn't matter in my day to day.
I would like to research it and like learn a little bit more, but you know, it's kind of like with space. I
don't really care what's
if
out
it was
there.
Yeah, and not only that, like a lot of stuff just doesn't make sense. Like have perfect reception to get a call for the President of the United States up in space. Yet I'm here and go one block down and my call drops.
I know.
So
we get static on our podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
And when everything's connected through wires.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Everything's grounded.
Yeah.
You know, so and you know, I'll have to call Gail and Katy Perry, but I don't know the pictures. You know, I was gonna say that, but you beat me to it. I was like, Artemis showed that wonderful picture of Earth with no clouds, or the clouds in the same position.
Now they're going to the moon. Artemis 2.
Oh. Mhm. Maybe we'll put more mirrors down, like those comments that.
It's so dumb because, like I said, we sent probes to Mars. We have a rover allegedly roaming around Mars.
Oh, that's in the desert over here.
No. We have allegedly taking pictures of Pluto's mountains, but we never once sent a probe to the moon just to roll around and see what was there, and just go along the dark side of the moon and shine a flashlight.
Why? We have mirrors there, Brian. Mirrors, as we were told by many commentators, by the comments on TikTok. We've been putting mirrors since 1960. Okay.
By the news anchors that all were military intelligence trained.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Could this stuff be real? Yeah, it could, but I don't believe it because a lot of things don't add up. You know, it's like a pros and cons list.
Yeah.
And you have like a red flag, green flag, and it's just like more red flags than green.
That's why with Antarctica, it's like so fascinating. It's like we can go to Mars again, but we can't go.
Can't talk about Antarctica.
We can't explore Antarctica.
Which is here on Earth.
High-res photos from the valleys of Mars. High-res photos of Pluto's mountains.
Right.
High-res photos of the big spot on Jupiter.
And we know like the oxygen levels.
We sent probes into the big spot. We know exactly. Yeah.
We know the weather on each planet, but we can't figure out our own fucking weather.
But we can't show a picture from Antarctica.
Do you see how that makes sense?
Yeah. And do you see why people would question these things? Well, it's just a big block of ice. Don't worry about it.
But you know, I just have to take a competency test.
And the whole it's just Earth's ass. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just throwing preparation H up there.
Yeah.
We're just making sure it doesn't get hemorrhoids. We gotta wipe it constantly.
Yes, that's why the military is there.
There's a lot of waste, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot. It's always Taco Tuesday for Earth.
There's a lot of shitting going on.
Gosh, dang it.
No, Antarctica has been on the radar recently by a lot of people, talking about it. The conspiracy. I didn't know there were 7 conspiracy theories. I thought there was just one big one.
No.
So it's very interesting to hear all those.
Yeah. Mine continues to be the AVP one, but yeah.
You think it's Alien vs. Predator?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Predictive
you
programming.
Remember that video of the mall in Florida?
Yes. Yes. But
that shit was a war going on.
Won't. All those cops, and they still won't tell what happened. They can't even come up with an excuse.
Nope. Yeah.
And people on the ground were saying they saw figures.
Yeah, like literally coming towards them.
8-foot figures.
Yeah.
And Men in Black were sent in.
Yeah.
They flashy thinged everybody.
Yeah.
And then they took off and they went to Antarctica.
They probably did.
I wouldn't doubt. So much stuff is good because then again, and that fits to me the ice wall, and we're living on a giant planet because again the people the creatures of the big planet keep getting into our little ice wall, and that's what the aliens are. Mm-hmm. That would fit that right there. If there was a civilization that was budding on the rest of the planet, and these are their UFOs, and these are their, because they're like, what's on this? What's in this wall?
Yeah.
Why? There's heat signatures coming. We got to check this out. But they barely have the technology to come here, so they zoom in and out. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. But it's so. It just sounds so far fetched when you say it.
Yeah, because they want you.
Yeah.
They want you to sound like that.
Yeah.
They want people to be like, whatever. What are you talking about? You're crazy. And then there have been conspiracy theories proven true. So I don't know. A lot of people have been talking about that. How they still think to this day about that mall incident in Florida, and Antarctica is very popular right now on Instagram.
Yeah, that's why I saw it.
Yeah. And I think when you have people posting videos going, I got my phone taken away and I went to Antarctica and I got arrested. Why are you getting arrested? Yeah. It's not like you went up to a penguin and went touched them, you know?
I forget what it was too, because there's a part in Project Hail Mary where they have to raise the greenhouse gases to give the Earth a chance to withstand because the sun is dying, so the Earth is cooling. That's the whole reason why he has to go, to find out why our sun is dying. But within 26 or 30 years, it's going to cool enough to where it's catastrophic. Yeah. So in order to give him time to get there and get back or get information back, they had to use nuclear weapons to blow up part of Antarctica to to release the methane and release the gases that then would create a cover. Basically, and it was this Save the Earth guy that had to do it. Mm-hmm. So it was a conflict of him because I'm destroying the atmosphere and I'm creating a whole new ecological disaster by saving humans. It was an interesting moral dilemma within the book.
Do you think it's foreshadowing?
But I'm thinking to myself, they used Antarctica and they used nuclear weapons. And there was talk, I can't remember fully, but it was like,
I'm smirking.
They could only get so close to the shore because they weren't allowed so close to Antarctica. They weren't allowed to go there.
Yeah.
And even when it comes to, because there wasn't The Thing in Antarctica too, the movie The Thing, and they talked about some regulations too for their base and their camp, and the military was there.
Of course.
Yeah. That's the thing I loved about that part of it was like the conspiracy theories. It's protected by the military, which it's not. That's conspiracy, but they're there.
It is.
But they're there just for supply drops for their research bases. But they're not guarding it. It's like, God dang it.
No. Just say you're guarding it.
But yeah, I just thought it's a fascinating topic. It's a controversial topic. It's a what the hell? We need to rise up. The next No Kings protest, the 4.0.
Antarctica.
We need to get everybody on some ships.
Release the files of Antarctica.
And we need to go to Antarctica and then release the hantavirus and just
release the alien and predators
and see if it affects the aliens.
Yeah.
We'll have to shoot it up the butthole because that's probably where they're keeping them, in the hollow earth.
Yeah.
Which may not go all the way through, but there's something there. There's a freaking hole.
There is something very powerful there that they're protecting with the military. Is it a wormhole?
Is it a portal?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are they doing dark matter experiments?
Probably.
Is this a mini black hole they're trying to create? Who knows?
Yeah.
Knowing humanity, we want to create a black hole so we can destroy everything.
Yeah.
That's just what we do.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it in Vegas that they were doing a portal ceremony a couple years back, and no one bat an eye? Yeah. No one bat an eye.
No one will, because you're not told to.
Yeah.
You only get, quote, upset about what you're told to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's not Travis Scott, what is it? Astro World, the intern's sleeping, so I can't remember the name of it, but if he was able to open portals for his concert and people died, why wouldn't they do it in Travis Scott?
I have a feeling some of this technology...
Maybe they're testing it.
Maybe that's another Area 51. Again, I think they're... Because, the greatest minds have always wondered about portals and energy manipulation, playing with the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
Not needing a DeLorean, just using technology. Stephen Hawking was talking about that, and so who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It is all a mystery.
Maybe that's why he got what he did, because he messed with the wrong thing.
Oh, his illness?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it, yeah.
Because he was perfectly fine, and then suddenly, at an early age, that disease usually doesn't get you that young. Was it ALS?
I think so.
And whatever he was, he would not have stayed alive that long. And he was an Epstein visitor, so he had access to all of their perks. But I'm thinking, did something happen to where he was?
Yeah, ALS.
To where he was accidentally
at the age of 21.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. It's very rare. Something happened to that man. He was experimented on, or he was exposed to something. There's no way. And then for him to stay alive that long with ALS.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care if you have breathing tubes. Your body just doesn't last.
Your body starts giving out. Yeah.
He messed with the wrong elite. Maybe he was wanting to call out stuff. Maybe he was wanting to,
maybe
expose some things.
Yeah.
He was brilliant. He was too smart.
Or they used his genius.
Yeah.
Long enough for whatever they needed, and then bye.
But anyway, so yeah, that was my fascinating topic.
Well, I feel very educated. I learned many new things, because like I said, I thought there was just one major conspiracy. There's 7.
Yeah.
And 8, including yours.
And I looked at 3 different web articles, and those were basically the same 7.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not only appearing on Instagram lately.
Yeah.
People on podcasts are talking about it. Like, I was trying to watch one this afternoon, and then I got stuck with work. But definitely search it. I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple months we hear something about it, to be honest. Why are they bringing it to the forefront right now?
That, or we'll have something else that'll just deflect. Maybe the hantavirus is the deflection.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, well, make sure you go outside, get some sun, and touch grass. Okay, bye!